been linked with a move to one or two Premier League clubs in the last couple of weeks, but now he will join Neymar and Messi in the front three. Neymar has now got 9 Champions League goals this season. We keep talking about the race between Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo to finish leading scorer in the competition this season. Neymar is now level with Ronaldo on 9 goals, 1 behind Messi. Here comes Pedro, who's started a World Cup final, let's not forget, scored in a Champions League final. Not a bad substitute to be bringing on. Semi-finals are traditionally tense and tight, particularly between footballing superstars. Last year, Real Madrid walloped Bayern 5-0. The year before, Bayern scored 7 unanswered goals against Barcelona. We've got another landslide semi-final on our hands here. You can see that decision's gone against Thomas Muller. Jordi Alba was his victim.
A sarcastic well done there from Thomas Muller to the linesman. Looked like he just sort of muscled him, got round the back, and was just about to sprint towards the 6-yard box.
Simon Beck's bigger than Thomas Muller. They've been on a fantastic run since their last defeat back on February the 21st. Barcelona played 18, won 17, drawn 1 since then. On course here for their first ever victory over Bayern in Munich. Is there an element of damage limitation now for Bayern Munich?
Yes, there is. I think they'd like to get back into this game and walk off the field without being beaten this evening. That's what's important for any team, particularly on the run that they're experiencing right now.
Suarez replaced. Barcelona don't know when they're going to play again because of the ongoing dispute in Spanish football, which, as things stand, will be hit by a strike this coming weekend. Barcelona are due to be playing Atletico Madrid in a game which could crown them champions. Here is Pedro. Alves. Messi has gone into the central position of the front three.
What Bayern have done as well. Schweinsteiger and Philipp Lahm now just in front of Xabi Alonso. Thiago is pushing a little bit further forward down the left side. Thomas Muller down here on the right with Lewandowski up top, still on his own. But again, that's just a little bit, there's a bit more insurance in front of those 2 centre-halves in that area where Barca are so devastating. That's the point I was kind of making. Could they not have done that? Could that not have been done at 1-0? It might still not have made a lot of difference. Listen, against this team, you give them half a chance, they're going to hurt you, and that's always difficult to live with, particularly when you're coming from 3 down. But hindsight's a wonderful thing, but for someone like Guardiola, we hold him in such high esteem. Again, it was just too open, it was just too risky, too dangerous what they were trying to do. They were never going to get away with that over 90 minutes.
They had 83 minutes to score 2 more goals. Under 45 to score 5 more goals. Benatia. Thiago. Boateng. Lewandowski. Here's Muller. A bit of space for Philipp Lahm. Chipped in towards Schweinsteiger.
Lucky. Lucky. Good rat attack past him first time, nice and crisp and sharp. Philipp Lahm just tips his head up. Schweinsteiger's unlucky at the far post, he just gets away from him.
Neymar running free here onto a Ter Stegen pass. Dealt with by a sweeper keeper by the name of Neuer. Not sure he's been the best German goalkeeper on the field tonight, let alone the world's best goalkeeper. Ter Stegen at the other end has been outstanding.
Messi gets, and rightly so, how many he gets, but don't discount Neymar's quota this year as well. He's been very, very good in terms of his goal return. Physically, looks like he's getting stronger now. He's a different animal to the one that we saw bursting on the scene a couple of years ago when he looked a little bit lightweight at times, not anymore.
It's the 37 goals now for Neymar this season. That's a big challenge by Benatia on Messi. No complaints, though. The little man just picks himself up. Pedro. Here is Messi. Now Iniesta. Jordi Alba steaming forward beyond Neymar. I don't think it was actually meant for Rakitic. It's meant for this man, Messi. Pedro into the path of Dani Alves. And now Messi. Challenge from Boateng. Mascherano got to Schweinsteiger. Schweinsteiger certainly got to Busquets. And then a foul by Boateng on Neymar. He admitted that Bayern Munich fell apart in the last 15 minutes of the first leg, Jerome Boateng. If they fell apart, he fell over. It was Del Boy leaning on the bar again when Messi went past him for that second goal. Finger up in front of Neymar, who was offside. Thiago. And that's Benatia. And that's Schweinsteiger. The left back has gone on. Bennett has support. Just wriggled through. Mascherano with a well-timed challenge, an important one.
It was indeed as well. Quick to recognise that space in behind Gerard Piqué. And that was driving into it, so Mascherano immediately saw that area. A little bit of dangerous. got himself in there and makes a good block.
Thiago to Muller. Slippage by Jordi Alba. And Muller unable to capitalise. It's going to be a real anticlimax to Bayern's season unless they come up with something remarkable. Yes, champions again, third year running in Germany, but they're not cup finalists. They've got 2 more league games to play. No real consequence. Work by Dani Alves. Thiago has managed to link up with Bernat. Boateng. Schweinsteiger. Displaced behind Rafinha. Doesn't look like a manager with a 4-goal lead, does he? Neymar being encouraged to get to his feet. Rafinha's bony elbow probably did make contact with his ribs. He's okay. Came off Pedro, it'll fall for Bernat. Just couldn't resist, maybe had better options.
Yeah. Trying to get forward, the left back, isn't he? 1 or 2 decent runs and a couple of crosses in the first 45 minutes there. Again, take a touch, whip it across the 6-yard box, let your centre forward get on the end of it.
It's been a big success, Juan Bernat, since arriving from Valencia last summer. Started to challenge Jordi Alba now for a place in the Spanish international team. Bernat's foul this time. Just out of your picture, Neymar was making a weaving run along the Bayern defensive line, looking to break beyond them for a longer free kick. Barcelona certainly have that option with so much pace in their attack. Pedro is rapid too. Bayern do push up high. Here is Pedro. Kept it in, but only for Muller. Lahm. Mascherano first to it, leave it to the ground by Lewandowski.
When you look at Barca's front three, I know Pedro's on now, but when it was Suarez even, you can just do everything, can't they?
Here's Lewandowski. He's done well to sidestep some space and score a very, very good goal.
Brilliant.
Robert Lewandowski brings Bayern Munich back on terms on the night. They've still got a long, long way to go in the tie, but his 6th goal of this season's Champions League has restored one or two smiles around the Allianz.
Well, mentioned in the first half about this guy's technical ability. The first touch is wonderful. Look at that, the way he shifts it, and then he completely kids the goalkeeper with that. That's why I expected him to score that one, that the goalkeeper made that remarkable save in the first half, because he has got genuine quality in those tight situations. Brilliant feet, wonderful finish.
24 for the season for Robert Lewandowski. His Champions League record is remarkable, 23 goals in 40 appearances in the competition.
The point, Club, about Barca's front three is that they can all play wide, they can all play as the 9, they can all have it into feet, they can all have it in behind. You know, they've got absolutely everything, those three, they really have. I mean, just seen a fabulous goal from Lewandowski, but he doesn't want to play in a wide area, he doesn't want to be doing all his running outside the width of the goals. But Barca's front three can interchange positions, they can absolutely complement each other perfectly, because they're all capable of playing in tight areas, or they can all run in beyond, and they've all got a devastating finish.
Here's the main man, Messi, to the Crown Prince Neymar. Barcelona back with the 3-goal aggregate lead that they had at the start of the night. Of course, bagged away goals as insurance since then. We believe in miracles, Bayern just need 4 more of them. A foul by Mascherano. Some afters between two pretty spiky competitors. Lewandowski didn't like it. Free kick to Bayern Munich. Has not gone forward here, Benatia has. Xabi Alonso with the free kick towards Benatia. It might just drop for him. Muller trying to make something of it. That's not too far away.
Just hoping there sometimes you can just toe end it back to somebody on the edges who might be ready for a shot from distance, but Thiago was there, but in the end he was sort of crowded out, and Thomas Muller feeling like he wants to turn and hit that, asking a lot, an awful lot.
Four spells made the point at half-time. Bayern have played coming forward as if they do have 4 or 5 goals in them tonight. This did never feel as if it was going to be Barcelona 0. Alves taking on a bit too much. Muller. Rafinha combining with Xabi Alonso. Mascherano arriving on the scene. Fought nicely for Lewandowski, and then he was taken out by Rakitic. Yellow card.
Yeah, Lewandowski saw the challenge coming. Did enough to really evade anything nasty. But Rakitic always feels there that he's going to get a yellow card for that. Mark Plattenberg quite right. There's a chance of a little counter there, wasn't there?
Xabi Alonso with the free kick. Important headed by Dani Alves. Kept alive by Thiago, but bounces through to Ter Stegen. interesting. When Ter Stegen joined Barcelona last summer from Borussia Mönchengladbach, there's a feeling he might well be the #1 choice in goal, but he picked up an injury in pre-season, and Claudio Bravo, the experienced Chilean, got into the league side ahead of him. And Ter Stegen has played only cup ties since then as a result. He's 9 years younger than Bravo, so I would imagine he'll be the Barca keeper for some time to come. He certainly looks the part.
When you've had top established goalkeepers, very difficult, always a worrying time, I think, for any manager. He's got to chop and change that position.
Mascherano's given it away. Here's Lewandowski. Muller. Clipped into the path of Lahm. It's a problem with Barcelona's own making that. Javier Mascherano, in a careless moment, not punished. Neymar's lost it. So elegant on the ball, Neymar. Dani Alves. Pedro to Messi.
Even that little 30-yard run that Neymar made with the ball there, Clive, just relieves all the pressure on that back four. All of a sudden now Mascherano and Piqué are able to just breathe again, relax, and just watch what's going on in front of them.
Was in an offside position anyway. See that Bayern Munich's first change is not to bring on Mario Götze, but to bring on this man, Sebastian Rode, who's missed the last couple of weeks with a hamstring problem. He's been a regular substitute since his summer move from Eintracht Frankfurt. He's up and down midfield player. He'll take the place of the skipper Philipp Lahm. Captain's armband has been handed to Bastian Schweinsteiger. Here comes Sebastian Rode. Lahm and Robben and Ribery, Schweinsteiger, Alonso, all in their 30s now. There will have to be some regeneration of this Bayern team over the next year or two. Their checkbook is as big as most in Europe. Side against Lewandowski. Jeremy Mathieu is just back from a little spell out through injury too. French international defender. I suppose part of the issue for Bayern Munich, Andy, is that with just one more year left on his contract, the question is not whether Guardiola is going to move this summer. I think he's answered that one. But whether he will oversee the redevelopment of this team for 4 or 5 years.
That's what's been said, hasn't it? That he wants to have a bit more of a direct input into everybody coming into the club, then commit to that new deal, which he seems reluctant to do at the moment. He just talks about the year left. Doesn't seem to be a lot of talk from his point of view about extending it. The club are saying, well then in that case, we'll decide who comes in and who goes. In terms of the playing staff, which isn't always what a top coach, particularly one as It's been as strong as Guardiola has been, right.
It's only his 6th season as a football manager. Amazing, really. Roda to Rafinha. They're away by Rakitic. And throughout those 6 seasons, he's been able to decide what happens next, and not many managers enjoy that luxury for very long in this game. Cheap shot by Dani Alves, and Bastian Schweinsteiger is getting a bit niggly now. Thiago. Roda. Alonso in towards Thiago, hooked away by Piqué. Now, can Barcelona break out? Neymar sweeps away from Xabi Alonso. Boateng did well there. Here's Lewandowski. In towards Thomas Müller. Mascherano only as far as Lewandowski. Wanted a bit further at the second time of asking. Rakitic is going to give way to Mathieu. Mascherano actually played in midfield at the weekend for Barcelona. It's still his international position with Argentina, so he can slot in there. Mathieu can play alongside Piqué at the heart of the defence. A little bit more insurance with Mascherano in that position. Rafinha. Alonso. Roda to Benatia. Bennett. Roda. Iniesta is there. He was 31 yesterday, Andres Iniesta. Didn't look 31 when he ran away from 3 Paris Saint-Germain defenders and played Neymar in for that goal last month in the quarter-finals. He was the model that Pep Guardiola always held up to the younger players at Barcelona for his conduct and his attitude. Andres Iniesta. We're going to see his old sparring partner Xavi Hernandez in just a moment. Great ball. Xabi Alonso finding Rafinha, finding Thomas Müller. Played back to Lewandowski. Couldn't quite reel it in as he trying to pirouette.
Really good switch out from Xabi Alonso. I'd like to have seen that a little bit more. He stepped in between Benatia and Boateng. In the main, he's been rolling it out to the 2 centre-halves who have then been trying to pick a pass. He's much better at the ball at his feet than either of the 2 centre-halves, and would like to have seen him spraying it about a little bit more.
Lewandowski, tagged by Mascherano. Schweinsteiger there to Bernat. And here's Müller. Michael for Schweinsteiger, set up for Müller! 5-minute lead on the night. And are edging closer. He still believes that's his nature. Thomas Müller has made it 3-2. The aggregate difference now is 2 goals. Although Bayern still need 3 more because of the Barcelona away goals.
Great finish from Thomas Müller. Got good numbers in the box. Clever little set there. They could have panicked and rushed that. Goalkeeper may have been unsighted because actually you would expect him to save that. It's not too far away from Ter Stegen. Maybe it's gone through the legs there of Mathieu. Mascherano it is who may be closing it down. We'll see better from this angle. Just think he's unsighted and he just leans a little bit to his right and it's gone past his left hand. Credit to Bayern for getting back into the game and now getting themselves in front on the night. Let's see where it goes from here.
Xavi for Iniesta is the Barcelona change. Schweinsteiger to Müller. 7 Champions League goals now this season for Thomas Müller. He scored 3 when Bayern beat Barcelona at this stage 2 years ago. Back on the ball. This time header. One legend replacing another. 150th Champions League appearance for Xavi Hernandez tonight. It actually edges him one ahead of Iker Casillas on at the top of that list. Casillas presumably will be in goal for Real Madrid tomorrow night. Standing support for Bayern Munich. Here they come again. Schweinsteiger. It's found a way past Piqué to Lewandowski. Goal kick given. See what the Bayern players think of that. Surrounding Mark Plattenberg, who had a yellow card out there, I think, for Lewandowski. 2 or 3 of them ran to him to dispute the decision.
Certainly the Barca player rushing back, booted it against Lewandowski. I thought it was a good decision. Managed to get out of that tight area. It's Dani Alves it was who thumped it against Lewandowski in a block challenge, block tackle.
Well, for Lewandowski, good decision by Mark Plattenberg. Mathieu. Jordi Alba. Clear foul by Rafinha on Neymar, right under the nose of a protesting Pep Guardiola. He's been a bit prickly, a bit jumpy in recent weeks. The Bayern coach was very animated during the German Cup exit to Dortmund. Matthias Sammer, his sporting director, sits on the bench too, providing some verbal support for the coach.
He wants to see a bit of urgency from his team all of a sudden. Luis Enrique probably feels they're a little bit too passive. Understandable. Such a healthy lead at one point, and even the very best teams might feel that they can coast and just drift through it, and they've gone through the motions just a little bit too much.
Pep Guardiola felt that maybe Neymar was aiming at him there. Benatia. Mura's much taller than Jordi Alba. It's a good ploy that for Bayern Munich. Messi's lost it here. Schweinsteiger. Now Lewandowski. Deflected. Corner kick. Lionel Messi relieved man.
They do need to liven up a little bit all round, Barca.
The Allianz has livened up. Real appreciation for the effort that Bayern Munich are making here. Xabi Alonso with the corner towards the head of Benatia. He might have done better again.
Yeah. They're closer to him than they were for his goal in the first 45, but again, he's gone for goal. He's under pressure. Just keep it in there. Just put it back down into that 6-yard box.
Just a little rattled. Just want to throw. Schweinsteiger. We've just got in each other's way a bit there. Given away by Neymar. Rhoda. Thiago to Alonso. Schweinsteiger. It's Bernat. Rhoda. Sharp challenge by Mascherano. Bernat. Muller taking over. Here's Rhoda. Bernat had gone on. Mascherano does so much of that kind of work on behalf of the men behind him.
He does. He's brilliant at that, isn't he? Listen, he can be cynical when he has to be, when he wants to be, but he's a top player, Mascherano.
There goes Messi, trying to run the ball back at Bayern Munich. Bernat here with more than little help from Bernat, just possesses him, and here's Schweinsteiger. Thiago. Muller. UK in charge. Presented by Xabi Alonso straight to Pedro, and then a body check to prevent Pedro from going anywhere. Yellow card, Xabi Alonso.
Complaints from him, he knew, yeah. So was he giving it away and Pedro pops it past him? It's just a body check.
Neymar fairly dispossessed by Rhoda, and Muller has found Lewandowski, and here comes Thiago. Out by Mathieu, still a chance for Robert Lewandowski. Thomas Muller.
Good situation for them again, wasn't it? It's a let-off that from Thomas Muller in the end. Thiago did well to keep it going. Lewandowski picked out Thomas Muller. It's better than that. Could have stepped inside, could have hit one. Just give it straight back to Lewandowski's feet.
Share these great clubs collect more and more Champions League experience and know-hows, making them difficult to match, difficult to catch. Perennial contenders now, both be among the teams to beat again next year. But Barca have not reached the final since Wembley 2011. Between Neymar and Rhoda. Mark Cluttenberg taking a sensible view of it. The ball was bouncing up between them. It was at a considerable height. They had to go for it. Bernat. Muller. Looking a little weary, Thomas Muller, and give his all. Messi has won the ball here from Xabi Alonso. 3 against 3 momentarily. Rhoda catching up with Messi and just takes evasive action, bowls him to the floor. I do think that by wiping the yellow cards and not introducing, maybe for the semi-finals, 2 yellow cards and you're suspended, UEFA have almost given a licence to the players to pick up this kind of a yellow without any real jeopardy.
Good point. Again, he's there at the base of that midfield and he gets caught in possession or he gives it away. His team look very vulnerable, they really do.
Last man to miss a final through suspension. Schweinsteiger into Lewandowski here. He was aware, I think, of Thiago running beyond him, but he actually created space enough to have a shot himself.
Almost in the end, he wanted to go with the outside of his right boot. Sort of hit it a bit flat, didn't he? Didn't really get enough on it. He's aware of the runners, made no mistake about that, but he's trying to hit that with the outside of his boot and curl that one back in the far post.
Neymar. Boateng winning it for Roda. Pedro sliding in and catching Rafinha. Another yellow card. Growing amount of homework for Mark Clattenburg. 7 bookings now. Minutes to score 3 goals. Barcelona are very close. Xavi. Penalty got to Messi, and Xavi lost it. There's Muller. There again. Pep Guardiola was the last man to take Barcelona to the Champions League final. Muller. Going Dani Alves. Since then, the late Tito Villanova, his deputy Jordi Rora, Tata Martino have all been engaged to try to recreate the magic formula. Barcelona had to watch Real Madrid win their 10th title last season. They've only won 4 European Cups, Barcelona. One on the way to reclaiming their Spanish title, the first trophy of any description for over 20 months. And this is the competition for which clubs with status are measured. Off goes Schweinsteiger. Dora gets the captain's armband. Martinez and Mario Götze places Schweinsteiger and Muller, who was a bit miffed when he was substituted in the first leg. Martinez has had an injury-hit year. Götze, difficult last couple of months. Hasn't scored for 2 months. 2 question marks about Germany's World Cup hero in Munich at the moment. Here he is. Boateng has won it for Götze. Lewandowski waits. This Barcelona throw-in.
Yeah. Worked so hard, haven't they, just to turn this one round. Admiration for that, because it's been a slog for them second half. Barca haven't really been too bothered about pushing forward in genuine numbers or really trying to hurt Bayern anymore. They've just been happy to sit there and protect what they have, but it doesn't make it any easier to break them down, to wear them down, and that's what they've done.
Guardiola said yesterday that they wouldn't be able to go about it the German way. He didn't want them to play with their hearts so much as their heads, but it is that spirit, that Bayern character, which is as much as anything has dragged them back to within some kind of a chance. Just wonder whether his constant tactical variations are asking a little bit too much of 1 or 2 of the players. Thiago. Xabi Alonso with the header forward. Mathieu at the stretch. Goetze once more. Offside. Well, Real Madrid and Juventus will resume battle tomorrow night. There's never been a Barcelona-Juventus or a Barcelona-Real Madrid European final. Barcelona and Real Madrid have met in 3 European semi-finals, the last as recently as 2011. What a prospect that is for their former player, Luis Enrique. This would be lo último, the ultimate Clásico. They played out 7 Spanish Cup finals, most recent just last year, decided by Gareth Bale's extraordinary goal. What an extraordinary final it would be in Berlin, with Real Madrid can follow what seems now inevitably Barcelona on the path back to Germany. We'd settle for that, wouldn't we?
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
The Champions League final is live on ITV.
Interesting the point you make, Clive, about the different tactical variations and the effect they have on their players. I think certainly in the first leg, in the Nou Camp, they look weary, very weary with 20 minutes to go, and that can happen sometimes as a player. If you're playing outside of what is normal to you, what is everyday to you, all of a sudden you're asked to go and play in a different role in a different area. Physically, it can be more demanding, it can be difficult for you. I think over the 2 legs, I think Barca have always looked like they've had a little bit more running in them, a bit more legs up. I mentioned earlier, I'm full of admiration for the way that Bayern have just kept going here this evening to turn the game around, to win a game. I do think over the 2 they've looked a little bit weary at times, and they've always looked a bit sharper when they've had to be.
Here goes Goetze feeding off Lewandowski. Terrific cover from Dani Alves. What a kick. It's clever from Lewandowski. Goetze almost profited. In the second of the 3 added minutes. Thiago with the corner. Dani Alves is there again. Busquets away. Thiago. Boateng is still forward, but headed calmly away by Busquets. And here goes Pedro. Chance to counter, and a chance maybe for a hat-trick for Neymar. Taking on Roda. Neymar rolls it towards Messi, and beyond Messi. How unselfish is that? Clip back towards Neymar. Well, what a chance to round it off with a hat-trick goal. Neymar aware of Messi at his shoulder. Tried to do the right thing, and did completely the wrong thing.
Great feat again to get himself beyond the last defender and then pick his head up and spot Messi in the run. He could have had a shot himself.
Xavi trying to play Dani Alves in. Almost fitting that Barcelona do finish the night on the attack, because in truth Bayern Munich have never quite got close enough. Just for those 8 first-half minutes when they got the early goal here, but the away goal just not only equalised on the night, it changed the equation. It left Bayern needing 5. That 5 then became 6. And although they would appear to have salvaged a second-leg victory, they've never honestly come close enough to worry Barcelona. Barcelona are Champions League finalists for the first time in 4 years. Not since they beat Manchester United under Pep Guardiola's guidance at Wembley Stadium in 2011. That was their 3rd triumph in 6 years, and they reached the main stage, ambushed by Chelsea the following year, smashed by Bayern in 2013. Only quarter-finalists last season, but in Luis Enrique's first season in charge, they're on the verge of reclaiming the Spanish title, and will now make plans for Berlin in the knowledge that Real Madrid may be waiting for them there. Waiting for you on the other side of the break, the thoughts of Roy Keane, Paul Scholes and Lee Dixon. Bayern Munich winners on the night, Barcelona winners of the semi-final. Don't go away.
This programme is sponsored by Nissan, UEFA Champions League sponsor.